Hi, I'm Mark Tremonti, and you're watching Loudwire. I think more here in the States than over in Europe, because when we took Alter Bridge over in Europe, we kind of we peppered our music with the metal influences, and so people had heard some of that stuff. But when I came out with the solo stuff here in the States, maybe people weren't as familiar with Alter Bridge, and it's something I've always wanted to get out of me. That's what I grew up on, was speed metal. So it's just that I got paired with the guys I did in Creed that people didn't really see that. We spent more time on pre-production on this record, so I think the song structures are more interesting on this album. The production's better. Since we did the first album, Michael Basquette, our producer, had bought one of the best boards, like the Sound City board, that type of board. He has one of those big Neve, one of the top 5 boards in the world, and it just sounds massive. And so the tones on this record are better. Like I said, we spent more time on just taking the songs apart, putting them back together so many times to find the perfect fit. With Wolfgang Van Halen on the bass, it made the rhythm section more interesting, for sure. And we also added him as a third harmony. Back on the first record, it was just me and Eric singing. Now on this record, we have some 3-part harmonies that turn into key parts on the album. I think anytime you do a solo record, you're trying to, there's no rules. You're doing exactly what you want to do. You don't have to, with all the bands growing up, all these years playing with, you bring your favorite ideas, and sometimes one guy doesn't like it, so you move on to the next one. With your solo band, it's everything you want to get out there. But in my solo band, everybody loves the heavy stuff, so it works out for me. And I think it's mostly influenced by a mix of being in the back of Mom's car listening to 70s soft rock, and then growing up and being a Slayer fan and a Celtic Frost fan. I love black metal, speed metal, the San Francisco Bay Area thrash movement. You mix that with 70s soft rock, so you got the melody combined with the thrash and the speed metal and kind of a little punk here and there, and that's kind of what I love. No, I mean, I always want people, if I have a core fan base, I want them to appreciate what I'm doing. It's, if nobody liked it and said, I like his other bands so much better, it would kind of bum me out a little bit. But we haven't had that problem. People that have, there's still a lot of people that aren't aware of the Tremonti band yet. But the people that are aware of it, they love it, and they just, but they also support, Slash, all his stuff, because Miles is in the band, and they'll support the Scott stuff when he's out there doing his solo stuff. So we have that core fan base from all these years that just kind of, they know that I'm the heavy guy, and Miles is kind of this one-of-a-kind singer that sings with so much emotion. And we have all of our strengths, and the fans will go out there and support all of us. He's just super precise. He's the fastest learner I think I've ever met. I remember he came in 3 days late to one of our writing sessions, and we had put together 4 songs that were more complex. And we remember joking, you got some catching up to do. You got to learn this stuff. And he was just on it like that. He's just he learns in no time. I think in general, when people learn at a really young age, those are the ones that turn out to be the geniuses. You go into a bridge, and Wolfgang would just be sitting on the couch playing or something. I'd be like, oh, that's a cool riff. Let's, like the first single, Another Heart, starts off with the pre-chorus bass riff. That was Wolfgang's riff, and then we'll take that and go into the big heavy riff, which was my riff. So we'll just, he's got riffs kind of scattered through through the album.